Hey everybody, welcome back. I just finished recording the show. Well, not just, but earlier I finished recording Nintendo Switchcraft. If you don't know, I've got a podcast called Nintendo Switchcraft. You can check it out over at my website, Run Jump Stomp, or just look for it in any podcast app. And I forgot about the biggest news for today. I don't know how I forgot. It's probably because I'm still all hopped up on watching Avengers, and don't worry, I won't spoil it at all. But the biggest news of the day is this. It's Zelda. Here, let's get that into focus for a second. Maybe not. There we go. All right, that's the biggest news for today. Is Zelda. Zelda got a patch. They got a patch to work with this. And I tried it out. And it's terrible. It's really bad. If you were interested in picking up Nintendo Labo VR for this, so that you could play it with Zelda, I would recommend holding off. I would recommend not doing that. First off, look, there's no strap with the Nintendo Switch VR. So when you put these things together, I forgot I got to take this off. When you put these things together, and then you want to play it, don't get me wrong, Nintendo Switch VR Labo is cool. It's definitely cool. But when you play it, you have to play like this, with the Joy-Cons attached to the Switch. So you're spending the whole time holding it up like this. Now, I've seen other people, and actually third-party companies, selling straps for this so that you can easily attach, and then, this thing will stay on your face the whole time. But the problem is, man, oh man, that 720p screen does not look good with Zelda. Because basically you're splitting that screen into two. Oh, look at that little cameraception there. You're splitting it into two parts, one for each eye. And the frame rate is laughably bad. And the pixels look huge because it's such a low res screen that's so close to your face. And it kind of works in the Labo stuff, the stuff that came with the kit. It works pretty well, and that's because that stuff isn't very noisy, I guess is the only way that I can describe it. But Zelda is a very noisy game. It's a beautiful game, without a doubt. But there's a lot of little details in it. And those little details, they lose a lot of their definition when you are seeing those pixels blown up to be huge. If you're looking for the best comparison to playing Zelda like this, then I guess what I would say is grab a 3DS XL and a regular 3DS and look at them side by side, and there is no doubt at all that the regular 3DS looks nicer. The 3DS XL has a bigger screen, but everything's blown up, and that 240p screen, everything looks really blocky and kind of nasty. I tolerated it because it's a more comfortable way to play. Like holding the 3DS XL is a more comfortable thing for somebody like an adult than holding one of the little ones, at least in my opinion. And that's how I would describe the two. Except with this, you don't have the comfort of playing. There's no added comfort for this. For this, it's less comfort. So not only does it look worse, but it's also less comfortable because you have to hold your arms up like this the whole time. I ended up, hopefully I'm not being too loud. I ended up holding it like this and with my elbows on the table and playing like that for just a little bit. It's not recommended. If that's the only reason you want to check out Labo, don't do it. Just don't. It's not worth it. If you want to check out Labo because of the fun that is building it with your kids or even by yourself, then definitely do it. My son and I had a blast putting this thing together, and the gun, and I've talked about that on the show before. But if you want to get this for Zelda, then don't. It's ugly. Made me a little bit nauseous, even playing only a little tiny bit because the frame rate's so bad. And even I am not very sensitive to frame rate issues. I noticed this instantaneously. It was awful. So I can't recommend it. In fact, I recommend staying away from it. However, if you want to play Nintendo Labo VR, it's a very fun experience. Just the Zelda part's bad. Now, the Mario part, I don't know, because my son has our Mario cartridge, and I don't know where it is, and he's not here, so I can't ask him. But maybe I'll make a video about that in the future. I can't imagine that it will be as bad as Zelda, but I also can't imagine it'll be much better. The art style for Mario probably lends itself a little bit more than the art style for Breath of the Wild, but I still feel like it's probably not going to hold up very well. So, Labo plus Zelda, not something that you want to check out. Labo by itself, that's a win right there. Thanks for watching. Check out the podcast, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.